The council should be making the most of how big Swindon town centre is. It should be making the most of it. It should be extending the pedestrian areas to go across the busy roads, because it feels good though. It feels good if you can have the idea of walking from Sir Daniel's Arms at the bottom of town all the way up to the library, which is really far away, and then being able to continue just to walk over Princess Street and then perhaps go to Kiss Gym. It feels good to not have to cross the busy roads when you're in so much area of pedestrian space, and I think the council are making the most of it. They're not making the most of it by removing the footbridge, demolishing it 6 years ago, by getting rid of the Whale Bridge underpass by Drury's Inn, which you could have essentially only have to cross that one road to get to the, almost Greenbridge really, and then you have to cross one, it's just really not that far to even link to Greenbridge, because it always links to Whitchurstow if it wasn't for that one road by the petrol station, which is dangerous, from the Canal Walk side. But I just think the council aren't making the most of it. They're not seeing how big town centre. I know a lot of shops are gone, but I swear Swindon town centre is one of the biggest town centres. It must be in England. It's really big town centre. It's really big. Whenever I go in there, I'm thinking this is a big town centre. The Canal Walk, Regent Street, are really fucking big, and even got by ice. Like I said, I just think there's not been making the most of it, and removing this Fleming Way underpass, it annoys me, because don't fix what's not broken, and that's what they're doing. Just passes because of this thing got underpasses unsafe. They got rid of the Lawns underpass. I don't know about the coat, but it makes my blood boil. If I was born, I wish I was part of the council. I wish I could say no, you're doing it all wrong. Build another footbridge going over Princess Street. It feels good when you're in such a large pedestrian area walking around. It feels good not to have to cross a busy road, but still getting over the busy road or getting under the busy road. It feels good. It feels good going under the underpass. Knowing that Carston, well, I mean, like I said, when the bus boulevard's going to be built, they're not going to have that anymore. Cars won't be, it's only going to be for buses. But what I'm trying to say is, I like the idea of going under an underpass, so that all the cars can whiz by at the front and I can safely walk through an underpass and then go to Cobbler's Corner. It's really big. If you think from like Cobbler's Corner by bus station all the way up to the Canal Walk by McDonald's, it's just really, Swindon town centre, I swear, it's one of the biggest town centres. That's why it annoys me. People say, oh god, Swindon's trashy. It isn't. If you got to be kidding me. If you look how big the town centre is, it's massive. It's a massive town centre. And even then you can quickly walk to the outlet centre, cross the way, it's that one road at Emlyn Square, whatever, I don't know what it is, that's the other road by the station road. But you cross that road and it's the underpass to the outlet centre, you're there. So the outlet centre is really just there as well. So what I'm trying to say is, it annoys me. I've been thinking about this the other day. I'm thinking, I've got to do another video about this. Because like I said, they removed my favourite underpass on Lawns. Even though the topography fit perfectly with it. It annoys me. I'm thinking the topography fit perfectly with that underpass. And they've just removed it. Flattened it. And it makes my blood boil. What now that one lane on Queen's Drive is a single lane when it's removed to the hospital or whatever. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I just think the council have got to get the right ideas, because it annoys me. I'm thinking, if before only 6 years ago, if you wanted to walk from, it feels good to have such a large pedestrian area that's paved and everything, especially for pedestrians, and being able to cross the busy roads without having to cross a busy road, if that makes sense. But the council are removing that footbridge, now they're going to demolish Fleming Way. It just puts you off, it annoys me. I like the idea of underpass, I like the idea of footbridges. Don't remove them, and it just infuriates me. I look at a map of Swindon, it's like a massive block where the town centre is, that's how big it is. You can actually walk all the way to Whitchurstow without having to cross the road. That's how unbelievable the town centre is. But they haven't got like a little bit by the petrol station on the West Swindon, I don't know what it's called, I think it leads towards Mannington Retail Park, that sort of road. What's it called? Is it Ramley's? Not Ramley's Drive, I don't know what it's called now. Rodbourne Road or so? I don't know what it's called. No, that's the other one. I don't know what it's called, but sort of near the petrol station in West Swindon, near Whitchurstow, sort of near that, sort of, if it wasn't for that road, you could actually walk from town centre to Whitchurstow without having to cross a busy road. And that footbridge, I mean, you can cross Princess Street and pretty much walk all the way. That's the thing, I feel like if you've got such a large area, you've got to branch out. Let the pedestrians branch out. Which, what they did was, it started 10 years ago with that Wellbridge underpass. You could walk under Fleming Way, under by Drury's, and you could pretty much walk from town centre to the Magic Roundabout without having to cross a busy road. Which is mental. And it's really, really good that they did that, but then they got rid of it. And then it's become one stupid, not even a roundabout. My mum always talking about, oh god, you used to be able to go down Fleming Way, you can't even do that now. The roundabout's gone, it's just rubbish. And like I said, I think it's a mistake. I think the council have got it completely wrong. With the underpasses and the footbridges, you've got to be extending the pedestrian areas. With a big town like Swindon that has so many dual carriageways, you've got to allow them to, you've got to keep them. My words don't mean anything. But it's just something I've realised I'm quite passionate about, and I had to mention it. So yeah. But yeah, it's unbelievable. But yeah, I just wanted to put that forward. Swindon Town Centre is probably one of the biggest in England. The council need to make the most of it, branch out the pedestrian areas. They remove the footbridge, now they're going to remove the underpass on Fleming Way. It just makes me sick. I'm thinking, it feels good to be able to walk around town centre, be seen, and then walk elsewhere, crossing busy roads without having to cross the road. You can do the underpass or the footbridge. It feels good to have those pedestrian areas. It almost feels like you're branching it out. You're making the town centre bigger. You can go for a nice walk. You used to be able to over the footbridge, and you can get to Kiss Gym without having to cross a busy road. And it feels good not to have to cross a busy road. It feels good. That's what I'm trying to say. I think the council have got it all wrong. And that, ironically, is that footbridge went to the offices. It's unbelievable. The Wellbridge underpass, you know, my grandma used to use it all the time. And she used to walk and everything to, you know, it's ridiculous. And they actually got rid of it now. It's not even a roundabout. And now they're getting rid of the Fleming Way underpass, making it a bus boulevard, which might not be too bad. But I just it infuriates me. Anyway, yeah, like I said, I hope the Swindon Town Centre, you know, it's a big. What I say is, I'm proud of Swindon. I just don't think they're making the most of the town centre. All the shops going and everything, Debenhams and everything. That was a major trademark of Fleming Way, and now that's shut. It's just ridiculous. It infuriates me. Because Swindon Town Centre has a lot to offer, but you need to make the most of it. How big it is. Leave the underpasses, leave the footbridges, leave them all. Because it feels good not to have to cross a busy road. Perhaps it's just me, but it's not just about, oh God, I don't feel... It feels fucking amazing when you're walking around such a large town centre and you can just simply go under a road. It feels incredible. Just to have, you know, I don't know, whatever. I'm going to leave it now because I think that video is way too long. But yeah, hope you get what I'm trying to say. Oh dear.